In the beginning, before the dawn of man and the ascent of the Olympian gods, the world was ruled by the Titans, giant beings of incredible power and ancient wisdom. They were born of Gaia, the earth, and Uranus, the sky. Among them were mighty Cronus, the crafty Oceanus, and the wise Themis, who ruled with a blend of strength and foresight. The Titans were the architects of the universe, crafting the mountains, filling the seas, and giving rise to the first plants and animals. Their reign was a golden age of prosperity and harmony. However, beneath this serene surface, a storm was brewing. A prophecy foretold that Cronus would be overthrown by one of his children. To prevent this, Cronus consumed each child at birth, but his youngest, Zeus, escaped this fate through a clever ruse by his mother, Rhea, who hid him away on Crete. Raised in secret, Zeus matured with one goal: to rescue his siblings and overthrow Cronus. The stage was set for a cataclysmic conflict that would come to be known as the Titanomachy, the War of the Titans. The Titanomachy was a brutal and protracted war, with both sides, the Titans and the younger Olympians, amassing allies among the deities, beasts, and even elements. Zeus, alongside his rescued siblings Poseidon and Hades, led the Olympian charge. The war shook the cosmos, threatening the very fabric of creation. But in this alternate history, the Titans emerged victorious. Zeus and his allies were vanquished and imprisoned in Tartarus. With the Olympians subdued, the Titans restored their ancient regime. Yet, what would the world look like under their unchallenged rule? In the aftermath of their victory, the Titans set about reconstructing the world. Cronus, reinstated as the supreme ruler, decreed that a new order be established. Under his rule, the Titans sought to undo the chaos wrought by the war. Cronus, now wary of any threats to his power, implemented strict controls to prevent any deity or being from rising against him. The world returned to a semblance of the Golden Age, but with an undercurrent of fear and suppression. While the Titans focused on rebuilding, Prometheus, a Titan himself, who had secretly sided with the Olympians, saw the suffering of the mortal beings below. He pitied their plight under the harsh decrees of Cronus and chose to act. Prometheus went against the Titans' decree and gifted humanity the knowledge of fire. This act of defiance brought warmth and life to humanity, but also the Titans' wrath upon Prometheus. The gift of fire was a pivotal moment. It not only provided warmth and the means for cooking and forging, but also sparked a cognitive revolution among humans. As humanity progressed, they began to question the reign of the Titans, whispering tales of the vanquished Olympians as symbols of hope and resistance. This unrest did not go unnoticed, and soon, a new conflict seemed inevitable. Cronus responded to Prometheus's betrayal and the human unrest with an iron fist. Prometheus was severely punished, chained to a rock where an eagle would feast on his liver daily, his flesh regenerating each night. This harsh punishment was a clear message to all under Titan rule about the consequences of defiance. On the other hand, the Titans increased their surveillance and control over humanity. They imposed restrictions on gatherings, monitored the use of fire, and enforced loyalty to Titan rule. The Titans, led by Cronus's children, Atlas and Menetius, were tasked with maintaining order and squashing any signs of rebellion among the mortals and minor gods. However, the seeds of dissent had already been sown. Among the humans, a hero named Lycaon emerged as a leader of the resistance. Inspired by the tales of the Olympians and armed with the fire of Prometheus, Lycaon and his followers began to rally support to overthrow the Titans. They sought the hidden weapons of the Olympians, rumored to be powerful enough to free the imprisoned gods and alter the course of the world. As Lycaon's movement grew, the Titans deployed their own champions to quell the uprisings. The earth shook with the echoes of battles between Titan spawn and human heroes. Despite their divine heritage, the Titans' forces found it increasingly challenging to suppress the human spirit, which was emboldened by the gift of fire and the promise of freedom. Among the Titans, not all were pleased with Cronus's rule. Oceanus, the Titan of the sea, and Themis, the Titaness of justice, began to question the harshness of the decrees. In secret, they sympathized with the human cause, distressed by the suppression and suffering of the mortals they once nurtured. The conflict drew the attention of other forces within the cosmos. The primordial entities, Nyx night and Erebus darkness, ancient even to the Titans, stirred. They perceived the imbalance Cronus' rule had brought to the world and began to contemplate their own moves in this grand chessboard. Meanwhile, Lycaon and his followers discovered the location of the Olympian weapons. In a daring raid, they seized Zeus's thunderbolt, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helm of darkness. Armed with these powerful symbols and weapons, the resistance's strength surged, setting the stage for a major confrontation. The Titans, now truly alarmed by the escalating threat, convened a council. Cronus, realizing the potential for his own downfall, proposed a preemptive strike to eliminate the human threat once and for all. But Oceanus and Themis argued for a more measured approach, suggesting they seek a reconciliation with humanity by easing the oppressive laws and returning some freedoms. The council's division led to inertia, giving Lycaon and his allies time to fortify their positions. Across the lands, whispers of the impending Night of Thunder spread, a night when the humans would launch their grand assault to free the Olympians and overthrow the Titans. As the decisive night approached, the forces of Lycaon, bolstered by defectors from among the lesser Titans and nymphs sympathetic to their cause, prepared for battle. They planned to storm Tartarus, free the Olympians, and bring about a new era. The Titans, split between conciliation and suppression, were slow to mount a unified response. The eve of the Night of Thunder was marked by omens. Shooting stars crossed the skies, and the winds whispered of change. The world, holding its breath, awaited the dawn that would either confirm the Titans' reign or shatter it forever. On the destined night, under a storm-lit sky, Lycaon's forces launched their assault. Lightning, empowered by Zeus's thunderbolt, cracked the skies as they approached Tartarus. The battle was fierce and monumental. Lycaon, wielding the thunderbolt, struck down the monstrous guards of Tartarus, while his allies fought the Titans' champions. The gates of Tartarus were shattered, and the Olympians, though weakened, were freed. Reinvigorated by their liberation, Zeus and his siblings joined the fray, turning the tide of battle. Oceanus and Themis, seeing the might and justice of the Olympian cause, switched sides mid-battle, aiding the Olympians. The battlefield was chaotic, with Titan fighting Titan and god against god. Cronus, in a desperate bid to retain his throne, faced Zeus in a titanic duel. The clash between Cronus and Zeus was a spectacle of raw power. Lightning in time itself seemed to halt as father and son battled for supremacy. Ultimately, Zeus, supported by his siblings and the newly allied Titans, overpowered Cronus. The tyrant Titan was defeated, his reign ended by the very prophecy he had sought to avoid. With Cronus' fall, the remaining Titans who had opposed the uprising surrendered or fled, realizing their time had passed. The Olympians, led by Zeus, were not only free but now the undisputed rulers of the cosmos. Their victory was complete, and a new age was set to begin. In the aftermath of their victory, Zeus and his siblings set about healing the world. They forgave the repentant Titans and integrated them into the new order. The harsh rules of Cronus were abolished, and a new era of prosperity and fairness began, reminiscent of the best days of the Titans' golden age, but imbued with the justice and vitality of the Olympian spirit. Thus, the world was transformed under the rule of the Olympians, a rule marked by wisdom and strength. Humanity flourished under their benevolent gaze, and the gods ruled with a gentle hand, learned from the harsh lessons of the past. The requiem of the Titans thus gave way to an anthem of the Olympians, heralding a time of rebirth and endless possibilities. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support fuels our passion for creating mesmerizing tales. You're awesome.